This is a free download from the BBC. For more information, go to bbc.co.uk/podcasts.
It's recording, mate. Who wouldn't press record?
You.
Oh, I'm so tired.
Man, I'm so tired.
Man, I'm so tired. Where is that from? Why do we keep saying that?
Neil Diamond. An impression of Neil Diamond that Will Ferrell does.
Oh, what?
Man, I'm so tired.
When does Will Ferrell do Neil?
YouTube it. I haven't got time to be telling you this stuff.
Yeah, she's right. She's right, Iain.
It's just, well, she might be right, but I'm also right. It's just a conversation.
Man, I'm so tired.
But why would he do that?
I don't know.
Because he's tired.
For context, see YouTube.
Oh, it turns out after years of hating Will Ferrell, I actually quite like him.
I love him.
Step Brothers. Have you seen Step Brothers?
Yes.
Step Brothers is very funny. Have you seen that?
No.
You should have a look at it.
No.
It's a film.
Bit busy.
I'm so tired, man.
I'm so tired.
Guys, I'm exhausted. Yeah?
No.
Okay. Happy podcasting to you. May I just take the time to say, oh, you look so wonderful and your ears delicious. Ah. Oh, your buttocks. And what a nice smell you are emitting from your pores. If I was any closer to your ears, feeling the way I do about you, then this could end up being very, very messy. Unfortunately, I'm a recording. Here's an interesting view on a gay man whose mum was his surrogate.
I don't know all the full story on this situation, but it's just forever dream. I want a baby.
Yeah.
It's not the best way for do it.
No.
I keep thinking a baby needs a proper father and a proper mother.
It's very rare these days, though, Anthony, isn't it, for a child to be brought up in that situation with a mum and dad?
It's whatever. We need to keep the morals at the top. Come on, the science is it might make a good progress, but it's not everything you want. Come on, you can choose a lovely woman. Why not? If it's a gay or not a gay, it's no problem. You can be gay on Sunday night and keep be a man on Monday morning. If you want to
is that what you do, Anthony? Is that what you do, Anthony?
Wait a second. Make a babies on Monday morning. No, it's not possible for me.
What do you do Sunday night?
No, just daytime.
Anthony, speak to Catherine. Catherine, say hello to Anthony.
Hi,
He's making points.
Well, he's making some points. Be a gay on a weekend and a man on a Monday. Is that what you said?
Well, for having the baby, why not? Because if it's a dream, well, make it in the proper way. Come
there
on.
are plenty of men out there who happen to be gay and are still all man, Anthony.
No, wait a second. The be gay or not be gay is an option for yourself. That is no problem for me. Or ever, be gay just for saying I am a gay and I have a baby or I have a son is all right. He's have a right for have a son.
Anthony, do you really think being gay is something you can switch on and off? Could you fancy a man just on a weekend?
No, well, if I want the baby, well...
You could, if it was the only way to get a baby.
If he wanted the dream, make the dream in the right way.
Who would it be, Hugh Jackman?
If I were?
Who would it be then? Who would do it for you if you were going to be gay for a baby?
Wait a second, come on.
Well, that's what you're suggesting they do.
If I am a gay, right, and if I have a dream for have a baby, a son or a daughter, why not do it on proper way?
Well, because you don't fancy women, so you wouldn't be able to do it, if you know what I mean.
Well, if it's not fancy woman, try on the man, easily, and keep dreaming.
Anthony, I'm trying to place your accent. Where are you from, Anthony?
Well, I am a Portuguese, or I have.
Oh, you love it.
No, I speak very, very bad English.
No, Anthony, you speak excellent English. Listen, it's a great call. Will you give us a call again, won't you, sometime?
Okay, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you, Anthony. What's this bit, Kelly?
It's when you try to make me do...
Oh, all right, listen. This is just a... All right. No, I would happily stand in a court of law, and actually I may have to, and have this played. This is just political correctness gone mad. A little bit of fun, a little bit of bants with the girls who happen to be two of my greatest buddies here at BBC Thriller. Now, I've heard this one before. Floss Daily. Because there's a link, isn't there, between bacteria in your mouth and Alzheimer's.
When you're pregnant, that's why you get free
I have
free
never
dental
been
care.
pregnant.
That's why you get free dental care.
I have never been pregnant.
Well, I have, a couple of times.
Floss Daly.
On purpose.
I used to go to school with a girl called Floss Daly.
Did you?
Oh, no, I'm thinking of Tess Daly, and she's on the telly. Poor gum... I've never met her. I have. Poor gum health could damage your brain. Studies have found people with gum disease tend to score lower in memory tests.
Because they forgot to brush their teeth.
Yeah, that's kind of... Here we go. There's a fun one. 21.
Yeah.
Go for a giggle. Laughing more can boost your memory.
Right.
Someone come and tickle me. One of you girls come and tickle me.
Do you want me to?
Yeah, come on, and I'll loosen up.
I've put my shoulder out.
Come and tickle me, Kelly.
What are you doing?
Why are you undoing your trousers?
Well, so you're going to tickle me?
No.
Well, there's no point in doing this, then.
Wow, that's a tribunal right there, and I'm witnessed
She was...
to it.
It's helping my memory.
No.
I was going for a giggle.
I hope I forget that. Awkward. Wow. I know.
He's never done that on air before.
I know. It's normally just in the office. Just in my room.
Discoined.
Eat more curry. It's number 16. Eat more curry.
Wow.
India. India has one of the world's lowest rates of Alzheimer's disease, and scientists believe this could largely be down to the amount of spices consumed.
Sorry, you lost me at tickle this.
Would you like to have a go?
No.
On my tickle stick?
No.
No?
Can you
This
put it-
webcam isn't on, is it? Eeeh. Blimey. Our reporter, Justin Dealey, has reported live from fires, airports, elections. He's asked award-winning questions and has created award-winning radio.
Has he?
That's what it says here. So this week, we sent him out to ask, what topping do you like on your toast? Ha! We're BBC Local Radio, that's what we do. But it took a dark turn, a dark turn, dark turn, dark turn, dark turn, dark turn, dark turn. It took a dark turn.
My husband likes melted cheese on toast with onions, but that's what he likes. So.
Smelly guy.
Yes, exactly.
So, what do you think about people who have fish on toast?
It's not. It's good. You know, fish is good. Fish is very, very good.
Fish is good.
Because fish, not too much fat, you know.
Not too much what, sorry?
Fat.
From Iainlee Show, you got your headphones in there. What are you listening to?
Podcasts.
What, Iainlee's podcast?
No, sorry.
Oh, which one?
Star Wars podcast.
Wow. Seriously?
Yep.
What do you like on your toast?
Jam. Not too fussed, me.
Is the Star Wars podcast any good?
Americans. Yeah, that's all right.
Yeah. Not really ticking all the boxes for you, is it? You don't look that entertained by it.
No. Got grief off my wife this morning, so...
For what? Listening to Star Wars podcasts?
Yeah.
Come on, are you serious?
Yeah. I should be thinking about the family instead of my hobbies.
What, have you got a message for her now?
I'm sorry.
Your relationship is being ruined by Star Wars, and this is genuine.
Yeah. She feels I need to grow up.
How old are you?
32.
This obsession, how long has it been going on for?
About 20 years. It's part of me. It's what I've grown up with.
You can't give it up, can you?
No. It's like an addiction.
If your wife said to you, when you get home later on, it's Star Wars or me, I know you're upset this morning, but what are you going to do about it?
I'm going to have to say the family. I just have to try my best. It's like any type of addiction, you have to try and...
You can't stay away, though, can you?
I know, but you have to try it for the sake of family.
Thanks very much. Take care.
Wow. That is,
Just to... we were talking about toast, weren't we?
Kath, do you want to do something?
Yeah.
Go on then.
Let me take you back in time.
What, to...
Stop
when-
laughing, I'm doing something seriously
What, to-
scientific.
What, to when you were young?
No, not that far back. To Wednesday.
OK, do you want a bit of echo on your voice?
Yeah.
Well, go on then, just wobble your neck.
Let me take you back in time. To Wednesday.
Oh, you sound like your nana!
It's morning It's 6:04 a.m. Dawn is breaking. And this is about to happen. This guy.
And you can get the latest news and sport online at bbc.co.uk/Three Counties.
OK, I think I can do this. Here we go. Lovely day. I'll try again tomorrow. I will not be beaten by Withers. I will not wither in the icy stare of Withers. Withers is gonna get ya. Withers is gonna get ya. He ain't gonna get me. I am taking Withers down. Quick question, Catherine. Is Bill Withers still alive?
Is Bill Withers still with us?
Sublime. Is Withers?
I'll check.
OK. Because if he's not, that makes me the ultimate winner. Kelly?
Yes, he is.
Oh, man. He's winning on so many levels. Withers is Withers. That's genius. 5 points to Boyle. Oh, I should probably open the computer that tells me what's on the show today. I know there's a nonsense story about seatbelts, but let's see the amusing way that Catherine's written all this down in word form. Give me a second. Knives, seatbelts, Dealey. That's all you need to know. I'm Iain Lee. You probably need to know that as well, actually. All of that and less.
Across beds, hearts and bucks.
This is BBC
Family Withers
Radio.
I'm joined by some of the hottest totty on radio. Catherine Boyle and Kelly Betts. Good morning, girls. And I've got to say, whoa, you're looking hot, ladies, this morning. Look at those
Good morning, Iain.
eyes.
You look butters as always.
Hey.
Always a pleasure to see your Butters face.
I'm old enough to be your slightly older brother.
I think
my
you
slightly
need
older
to
Butters brother.
cut down on the coffee and the cheese.
I think that you guys are looking mighty fine, and let's just say I'd be proud to walk down the street with both you girls on my arms, you pretty little things. Oh, yeah, you're the ladies.
What number do we call?
Well, I think after yesterday's trouser dropping incident and now this, we...
You are the ladies, Justin. I think you'd agree with me that the girls on the team are looking pretty fine today.
Yeah, pretty hot. Smoking hot.
Ouch! I would like to walk down the street with you girls on my arms. Oh, yeah.
Somebody get a fire extinguisher. These girls are hot.
Those girls are hot. They're on fire. Let's spray them with the fire extinguisher because they are so hot. It's not legal to be working with women that hot. And do you know what, Justin? Yeah. Do you know what? As well as being hot, they smell nice.
Yeah.
They smell like a lovely rose garden.
Unfortunately, I'm not that close.
No, I can't smell it. There's soundproof glass between us, but I'm imagining they smell absolutely delightful. And do you know what, Justin? They're actually quite good at their jobs as well.
Yeah, they're okay. Yeah.
Quite good at their jobs today. Ladies, you probably thought I was being sexy. Well, I am.
Are you done?
Here's a caller with beef, but the best kind of beef. Tender, juicy and pooned.
Sorry, that's kind. Can you say that again, please?
It was very kind of me, all right.
Can you do that bit again? I knew I was going to misspell something.
That sounds just filthy.
I'm doing... Kelly?
Yep.
I've done it. I've done the line as you wrote it.
I'm going to do that line. Can you just say kind?
Kind? Why do you want me to say kind?
I'm going to add it in
Oh,
after.
no, well, in that case, I don't give you permission to use that kind.
Too late.
No, not too late.
Yes.
I don't give you permission to use me saying the word kind.
Too late.
That was a better one.
Shut up.
Yeah, I've got loads now.
So, kid, it
I'm
is.
just going to put loads of kind together. In
No,
a
you're
little...
not.
I am going to make a kind jingle.
Kind.
It's a kind of magic. It's a
Kind.
of magic.
There's a
Kind.
of hush.
Baby, you and me got a groovy
kind. Here's a caller with beef, but the best kind of beef. Tender, juicy and pooned.
I know Jeremy Clarkson has got talent and the show's very popular. I'm just so surprised of how much you're upselling him today. It's crazy.
It's this Mark?
Yes, it is this Mark. Hi, Catherine.
All right.
Morning, Mark.
Hi, morning. Catherine, and we depend on you to be the voice of reason.
Yeah.
I know he works for the BBC.
Lucky, mate.
I know he also works for the BBC, but gosh, is there a schoolboy crush going on, Iain?
Who? Sorry, that sentence started to Catherine and then went to me. Who's who are you
I
asking?
think Ian's got a bit of a crush on Jeremy, and Catherine is the voice of reason. So,
no, okay. I'll let me lay my cards on the table. I don't think he's funny. I think the views that he expresses in his columns and his books are obnoxious, and I've only ever seen bits of Top Gear. But he's brilliant. You can't deny he's a genius. He's made a fortune. At the very, very basic level of being a business genius, Top Gear was a rubbish show that hardly anybody watched. He bought up the name and he completely changed the format. He owns the brand. He's made it into the biggest export the BBC have got. So purely on a business level, he's a genius. The fact that we're talking about him now makes him also a marketing genius. And he is a brilliant entertainer. I don't like him, but he's brilliant. You can't deny that, Mark. Those are
I don't think he's brilliant. He can be funny at times, but I'm just so surprised. I just feel like it's an integrity issue because you're all from the BBC. You shouldn't be upselling him so much when he's done a host of things wrong in the last year.
I don't see what us working for the BBC has got to do with it.
Well, I think it's about integrity, isn't it, really?
Well, tell me why we're not being integrous.
If he's done something wrong, he's done... Is that even a word?
No, I don't know. It's a good... What has he done wrong in this instance, Mark?
I just think his general behaviour...
No, specifics. What has he done wrong in this instance?
This is specific. His general attitude over the last year and what he's been in trouble for is ridiculous.
What's he done wrong in this instance?
I'm not comparing him to Jimmy Savile, but Jimmy Savile was a big name.
Mark.
It's a comparison.
You were doing it's a comparison that makes no sense. You were doing quite well. I will do, but I've got to say,
I'm not comparing those two people against each other. I'm just saying. But, however, yes, I know that always comes in, but he was a really big name and he was entitled to get away with a lot of things, and I'm just saying, given the climate, people should have low tolerance to celebrities throwing their weight around.
Mark, Mark,
do you honestly think we've been sent a memo that says we all have to say that Jeremy Clarkson's brilliant?
I'm not suggesting that. I think there's there's
you keep mentioning the fact that we work for the BBC. There's no pressure.
And pressures.
No, there isn't.
Yeah, of course.
No.
Mark, I know where you're coming from. You live in you take your tinfoil hat off for a second, Mr. Conspiracy. If I want to say that Jeremy Clarkson is rubbish, I'll say Jeremy Clarkson. Do you know what I mean?
Have you heard us talking about the one show?
Yeah, I have, but that's all in, good humour.
No, the one show is awful. The one show is awful. EastEnders, Mark, we should scrap it and save millions of pounds. Exactly.
Of course.
But do you see what we're doing? We work for the BBC, and I'm allowed to slag these things off. I'm allowed to do that.
But EastEnders is just a general brand. There's loads
Clarkson
of
Clarkson is just a brand.
Well, no, the way you're talking about it, he might be some demigod.
He's brilliant. Stay there, Kev.
Yeah.
What do you want to say to Mark, Conspiracy Theory Mark, if he can hear you through the tin foil?
Oh, that's not nice, Iain.
Hi, Mark. You're right.
Hello, mate.
I don't think the issue here is Clarkson being a bad person or whatever you want to say. I think the issue really here is that he's been suspended for something that's actually an isolated incident within the BBC. He's done a lot worse things.
Yeah, he has.
Yeah, and why has he been suspended now? In an isolated incident within the BBC. I don't think that's right. I think there's something else up there. On the other side, though, I do think Jeremy Clarkson is a bit of a genius. He's a bit of a legend. Whether you like him or not, he is.
No, it's not a question. I don't dislike him. I've watched Top Gear. I watch it. If it's on TV, I'll watch it. It's a question of people that are in the media, especially someone that can draw as many viewers as Jeremy, they should be leading by example and being role models to people. They shouldn't be.
Mark,
they should. They shouldn't be being
Mark,
racist.
Mark, well, hang on a minute. When do you think he's a racist? Thank you,
I'm not
Kev,
saying
by the way.
he is. I'm saying that he's been called out by his own producing crew, whatever they're called, for saying certain things. I don't need to tell you. You do a radio show, but he's been in the papers a lot.
I do.
Yeah, I just thought I'd make the obvious more obvious. He's been in the paper loads for saying stuff like that.
Mark.
Yes?
Stop patronising. You're doing quite well I'm giving you 6 out of 10. You've just lost 1 mark for being patronising. Play nice or don't play.
Well, when you were
play
asking
nice,
for feedback,
Mark.
when you
play nice or don't play.
Ian, when you were asking,
don't play. Play nice or don't play. I'm giving 1 more chance.
Okay, fine.
One more chance.
Said, he has some talent, but I just think we should be role models and we should expect more from, including yourselves, from people on TV and radio.
No. Well, that's your opinion, and it's well.
You've got Alex Jones.
Yeah, you got Alex Jones, mate, and that other fella.
Oh.
Okay, Mark. Thank you. Such a plum. Fair play, he phoned up. He sent the text in and then he phoned up. Fair play. Just his argument was utter
strange.
Yeah. Justin, stay there. Sorry, I want to squeeze... thank you, Kev. I just want to squeeze Gary in. Morning, Gary.
Good morning.
What you got for us, boss?
Well, you're on about seatbelts.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, well, I'm a first-time caller, long-time listener.
Hey! You win £5 for that phrase.
Good. Right, you're on about seatbelts.
Yes.
I'm a lorry driver. I've never wore a seatbelt, and I refuse to wear a seatbelt.
What?
Because I know of 2 people. I've got a page on Facebook.
Oh yeah,
right?
Me too.
I know 2 people on my page that have been in serious accidents, and the police have even said to them if they was wearing a seatbelt, they'd be dead.
And how would that seatbelt have killed them?
It saved where they wasn't wearing the seatbelt. It saved their lives.
So hang on, but how would the seatbelt have killed them?
Well, because I'm not too sure how they had the accident.
Right.
But
you said the police. The police said if they were wearing a seatbelt, it would have killed them. How would it have killed them? How would it have killed them?
Well, it would have trapped them, I suppose.
Right, but they could have undone the seatbelt, I guess, or it could have been cut through.
Your guess is as good as mine, but I'll say I've got 2 people. One was in a car and one was in a lorry.
Right, but we don't know how that seatbelt would have killed them. Because there are more people whose lives have been saved by seatbelts than have been killed by seatbelts.
Well, I can't say it's 50-50.
No, it's not. It's not fit, Gary.
It is.
Gary, what's going on with the callers? It's 50-50 as to whether a seatbelt is going to save you or kill you.
All right, then. Did your parents wear seatbelts when they were driving many years ago?
No.
Well, did anything tragic happen to them?
No, because they didn't have any car. They weren't involved in a car crash. I imagine if they'd been in a serious car crash, they might have been, I don't know, killed.
Yeah, well, it's how can I put it?
50-50?
Yeah.
Thank you, Gary.
Gosh.
This week we heard Mavis's story. She's an asylum seeker from Zimbabwe who'd spent 3 months detained at Yarlswood. What was your life like back in Zimbabwe?
Oh, it was extremely bad because I had to hide from one place to another, and the ruling government was actually after me. They wanted to kill me. It was not safe at all, so I decided to leave and come to this country to seek asylum.
And what had you done? Why did they want to kill you?
I was actually, I wasn't really involved in politics, but my husband was working for the government, and because he was another tribe, which was not the ruling government's tribe, so they didn't trust him, and then they wanted to, they thought he was actually the opposition party. And because of that, so he had to escape and go to South Africa, and I was actually involved, and they wanted me to tell them where my husband was. Wow. And I was really in trouble, so I had to escape and come to England.
So you came here, you ended up... what's the process from arriving in England to then being taken to somewhere like Yarlswood?
Oh, well, I seek asylum, and because the Home Office doesn't really believe people's stories, they didn't believe my story, and I was refused. So when they refused me, I had to stay at home and not do anything. And then, unfortunately, they found me. They came to the house where I was. They picked me up, and they took me to Yarlswood Detention Center. So they said because I was refused. So I stayed in the detention center for 3 months.
And what was life like there?
It was so horrible. I always imagine, I always cry, and it's been so... It's just I couldn't take it because I didn't do any crime in this country, and seeking asylum here was like I've committed the worst crime in this country. I couldn't believe what was happening in England, and I thought I should have died in my country. It was much better than to come to this country and be treated like this. I couldn't even hang it because it was too much for me. I couldn't even imagine myself being in a prison, in that horrible prison. And I thought, what crime did I do? Did I kill anyone, though? I couldn't believe what they did to me up to now. I always think about it and think probably if I had stayed and died in my country, it was going to be far much better than to come and be put in a prison in this country when I didn't commit any crime. It was so horrible. I'll never forget this life, and it has traumatized me for the rest of my life. I'll never forget this.
Mavis, are you okay to carry on, or do you want to go? I don't want to unnecessarily upset you.
I'm fine. I'm okay. I can carry on.
Can I just ask, Mavis, what happened to your husband? You say he went to South Africa.
He couldn't stay in that country, and he had to leave because they used to come to the house and pick him up, and he would stay for a couple of days not coming home, and they wanted to kill him. He couldn't stay because they thought he was an opposition party. So they said to him, they will kill him. We had to leave, and my children had to go to South Africa as well, where my grandparents.
So Mavis, are your children and your husband in South Africa?
My children are staying with my grandparents in South Africa, my grandmother, and the other one had to. The other child, my stepchild, came to England, and she was here. She came before me, and then she went to Sweden. That's where she went to.
And how old is the child that lives with the grandparents?
The little boy is 14 years old.
Hey.
When I left, he was just a little boy. He was about 6 years old.
And Mavis, sorry, I'm trying to follow this. And what is your husband in South Africa? Is he in Zimbabwe or is he here?
I don't know where I don't know where he is, because when we left, I didn't even know his whereabouts, and he doesn't even know where I am now.
Do you know if he's still alive?
Probably he died. I've got a feeling he died or something, because I don't even know his whereabouts.
Mavis, you've been through all of this. How do you keep it together? How do you stay sane?
It's not been easy at all. At times I wake up in the night and I'll be dreaming the Home Office coming to pick me up. Every time I hear a knock, even a postman would knock, and I think, oh, they've come for me again. It's not been easy at all. It's just so horrible. And this life, I think it has affected me so badly. I can't even do anything. I used to work in my country. I was a hard worker. I can even work even up to now, but I'm not allowed even to work. I'm just here, and I don't know where my life is going to end.
Let's play our thing.
Oh, yeah, yes! Did you hear this earlier, Justin?
I did, and you know what?
Well,
I have to say, fair play, that was a piece of art.
This is brilliant. Elliot sent this in, and it's... well, I'll just play it. Elliot remixed and mashed up the show, and it sounded something like this. It sounded exactly like this. Oh, no, I got it.
That's the old remix.
Oh, hang on a minute.
You plum.
Hang on a minute. Well, where did I put it then?
Do you want me to put it back in?
Yes, please, mate. Is this it?
No.
I mean, there's a reason why
is
Tony
this?
Blackburn is at the top of his game.
Here it is.
It's people. Let's talk.
Stop it.
I know, that's Catherine being a plum. Here we go.
In October, I'm going to sneeze. My sneeze sounds like a whip.
Now hear this.
No.
This?
No.
Oh, no, hang on, it was this. Catherine. Kelly Betts. Iainlee. And Justin Daly. Catherine. Kelly Betts. Iainlee. And Justin Daly. Dave?
I like the mushy peas.
Sorry?
I like the mushy peas.
I beg your pudding?
I'm gonna murder Iainlee.
Sorry?
I'm gonna murder Iainlee.
Dennis?
Dennis, what's that between your legs?
Buzz my stick. Buzz my stick. Buzz my stick.
Dennis, what's that between your legs?
Buzz my stick. Buzz my stick. Buzz my stick.
Catherine.
Yo, we're wow. Yo, we're wow. Sing it to the audience loud and clear. Sing it to the audience so they can hear. Yo, we're wow. Yo, we're wow. Running down the speedway, chasing on my ice cream. Yo, we're wow. Yo, we're wow. Yo, we're wow. Sing it to the audience loud and clear. Sing it to the audience so they can hear. Yo, we're wow. Yo, we're wow. Yo, we're wow. Yo, we're wow.
Would you reckon, Mary?
Good morning, darling. I think the Wall of Shame is a brilliant idea.
No, what did you think about the remix of Wow there?
The remix of what?
The remix of Wow.
Oh, I don't know.
Yo,
the Wall
we're wow.
Wall of Shame I was
Yo,
interested in.
we're wow. I'm running down the speedway, chasing on the ice cream. Did you like that?
Not really, no.
No, not your cup of tea. What music do you like to
No.
listen to, Mary?
Yes, listen, darling, what I was saying is I'm a
Run
pensioner.
DMC?
Yeah. Not too bad, you know.
NWA?
Okay.
Yeah, you like them? Okay. Well, what have you called in for, Mary?
But what I was saying, my point I was making, darling, is the Wall of Shame is a brilliant idea. But let's have it in the capital city. And the first people you put up on that Wall of Shame
capital what?
must be the politicians and bankers who steal from the public. They're the biggest thieves of all, and they get away with it.
Put it in the capital what?
Well, you know, I listened to Jay's at 9 o'clock to the other guy.
James, at 9
that's
o'clock.
him.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's quite nice, yeah?
The posh fella that does the consumer problems.
Well, it all depends on posh. I mean, you could be a millionaire and speak like an idiot.
Well, I mean...
and you could be a royal and be brain dead, but doesn't make you posh.
Well, what
anyway, thank you, darling.
Do you think... Hello? She's gone. She's gone. She's spot on about JVS, though, isn't she, just?
Yeah.
Isn't she?
Cracking stuff.
He could be a millionaire and he could be brain dead.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, true. I came up with a great idea, Zuckerberg-styley. Let's have a morning of songs that sound similar. Could we have the Kingsmen and Louie Louie? Because it sounds exactly like Hang On Sloopy by the McCoys. But both are excellent. Both work. They just sound identical, I think.
Okay.
I'll tell you why I'm inspired by this. This isn't, but I'm back inspiring myself. I'm back-spired. The Pharrell Williams and Marvin Gaye. Has anyone played those two songs back-to-back? The Pharrell Williams and the Marvin Gaye?
Well, apart from the court.
Because apparently they don't sound alike. They just got the same vibe.
No.
No?
I would suggest that they are too similar.
Really?
Yeah, I remember hearing it and thinking, gosh, that just sounds like...
Can we get the two? And
yeah, sure.
I tell you what, let's get the two. We'll do that after 6:30. We'll get Dealey on, because he's a musical expert, and we'll chew the fat. We'll chew the fat with Dealey. That's a new feature. Chewing the fat with Dealey.
Chewing... No.
You nearly said something vulgar, didn't you? Well done for censoring yourself. That's progress. You're developing as a human spirit. Today's fat that we're chewing, songs that sound the same, just.
Do you know what? I'm going to give you 3 straight away.
Oh, get in there.
And I'm surprised you haven't mentioned this one.
Yep.
Because this is right up your street.
Yep.
Chuck Berry, Sweet Little 16.
Oh, yeah.
The Beach Boys, Surfing USA.
Well, Brian Wilson, he didn't know, like, it's one of the first songs he wrote, he didn't know that you couldn't just steal somebody else's song. So he stole Surfing USA, and they had a big hit with it, and Chuck Berry went, yeah, I want a piece of that pie.
Yeah.
And they had to put his name on the credits.
It is fascinating. When you put those two back to back, you quite literally think, oh, is this the Beach Boys an
it's the
extended
same
version?
Song.
Yeah.
Right, now, have a listen to this. So this is the one that's caused all of the furore. Now, this is the Blurred Lines, is it, Catherine? Mm-hmm. I've never heard this. See
I used to go out and party.
Hang on, I'm getting the vibe.
Hey.
Hey.
Oh, hey.
So if I were to play Marvin Gaye now, would it sound the same?
I think so.
All right, so let's stop that. Hang on.
I think so, and the court found that it did.
Okay, okay. So here's... There was a party atmosphere, but that could be a Mrs. Mills record.
Oh,
oh. Oh, it's exactly the same song, isn't it?
It is. And do you know what? I've got a musical memory behind this as well.
I bet you
I
have.
remember listening to the Pharrell Williams version. I was in Bar Chameleon in Dunstable, and this came on, and I thought, wow, they're playing Marvin Gaye.
Yeah.
And then I thought, this is not Marvin Gaye. The longer it went on, I actually went and asked the DJ what they were playing, because I could not believe how similar it sounded to the Marvin Gaye version.
$7.3 million it's going to cost them. Just fair?
I think that's very fair, because if you listen to it, there is the evidence. Those songs sound exactly the same.
Now, Catherine, we have two more songs.
Yeah, Was Not Was, Walk the Dinosaur.
Which is a classic of the prehistoric genre.
Exactly. Rivaled only by...
Can't think of any more songs about dinosaurs, please, guys. 08459 455 555, and I'm not counting Crocodile Rock.
Anything by T-Rex.
Thank you, Justin. Chewing the fat with Justin Dealey.
Okay, so we got Was Not Was, and
Okay.
also Mark Ronson featuring Bruno Mars with Uptown Funk.
Boom, boom, aka laka laka boom, 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 aka laka laka boom, 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 aka laka laka boom. This is a song, kids.
Played this 2 weeks ago, guys.
Oh, mate.
Absolute classic.
This is a classic. Don Was, what a genius. Here we go. Yeah. Like this 30 million years ago. Cigarette. Okay, so if I play the other one now, we'll know it, will we? Here we go.
I think so, yeah.
Oh! Jack, boom.
Isn't it? It's not as obvious as the Marvin Gaye one.
Oh,
but it's
hang on.
definitely up there.
Someone did a genius mashup on YouTube. I think Kelly's going to try and get it for us. That's in.
Got Chuck's on with Saint Laurent. Gotta kiss myself. I'm so pretty. I'm too right.
It's the same song. So, Justin.
I've got a great one for you as
Go
well.
on, fella.
Okay. The Kinks.
Yep.
All Day and All of the Night.
Oh, here we go, yeah.
And the Doors.
Yep.
Hello, I Love You.
Yeah, or the Kinks, All Day and All of the Night.
Yep.
And the Kinks, You Really Got Me.
Yeah, it's true,
It's the same
actually,
song.
yeah.
It's the same song.
Cheeky guys.
Hey, Justin, I really enjoyed chewing the fat with you.
It's been a great feature. My pleasure. And, I really appreciate your time and your feedback.
That great idea led to this jingle.
Chewing the fat with Justin Dealey. Chewing.
That is the most disgusting thing I've ever heard in my life. But I like it. How did you get that chewing noise?
It's just chewing.
What were you chewing? Really? Gosh. Wowzers, at this time in the morning, Kelly Betts, you really do... let's have that one more time.
Chewing the fat with Justin Dealey. Chewing.
You didn't just make that in about 45 seconds. Surely that must have taken you days.
Minutes.
You can tell that she sometimes works on, like, proper radio stations, because there was actually a little bit of production values in there. But
Was there?
A smidge.
it was this bit, not that bit.
Chewing the fat.
It's Six Music, isn't it?
Chewing.
So, what does Six Music sound like?
Chewing the fat with Justin Dealey. Chewing.
It's the most disgusting thing I've ever heard, but I like it. Thanks, though, Kels.
You're welcome.
If you want to make any more jingles throughout the morning, just for anything.
Just for anything.
You go for your life,
All
girl.
right, I will.
That great jingle led to this call. What have you got for us today?
We got chewing noises for you.
You've got some what, sorry?
Chewing noises.
Oh, for your very own noises?
Yeah, sure.
Manil, wait, you're a doctor, aren't you, Manil?
Yeah.
Away you go.
Ready? Did you get it?
Go and save some lives. And that was the end of that. Here's Justin Dealey telling a story.
So I was on a lad's holiday, and one of my friends, Adam, was being a pain in the backside, and he was annoying me so much. And I just thought, you know what, I'm not going to take this anymore, because I've asked him to calm down. He's simply not listening to me. So I said, OK, boys, I'm now going to go back to the room. I'm feeling slightly tired. I went back to the room, and I went into the kitchen. I got a plastic carrier bag, and I took that to the toilet with me. I then carried that bag into the main lounge area. My friend Adam had a specific seat in that lounge that he used to enjoy relaxing on after he'd been by the pool. So he comes back into the room, and this plastic bag is hanging from a door handle right behind that chair. He sits down, and straight away he says, "It really smells in here, it's disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. What's going on?" I said, "I've got no idea." I said, "Can you pass my cigarettes out of that plastic bag for me, please?" Puts his hand into the bag. You know what happens next. Absolute mayhem.
That wasn't even the story I was thinking about. Justin, that wasn't the story I was thinking about.
No, is there more? I've got quite a few revenge stories.
You're such a horrible man. Here's Justin Dealey telling another story.
It's revenge story number 2. Very good friend of mine, Bradley Hudson. Bradley, I know you're listening. You know who you are as a person. When we went to school, you played various tricks on me, and like an elephant, I never forgot what you did to me. It was always stored in my tiny brain. So one day, revenge came as if by accident. One of my other good friends, Ben Forbes, a.k.a. Forbo, came round to my house in his van. This van was shared with Bradley Hudson. In the back of that van was Bradley Hudson's work boots. I said to Forbo, "Whose boots are they?" He said, "Oh, they're Bradley's." "I'll take those for a second. What you doing?" "Don't worry, don't panic, everything's under control." Went into my mum's back garden. We had a giant poodle at the time, and he was a messy boy. So let's just say I went into the garden and I picked up things which Simba had left behind, and I put those in the boots, but not just in the boots, right to the front of the boots. So on Monday morning, when he went back to work and he put his work boots on, you guessed what he trod on. Unlucky Dwayne.
Who is it, Dwayne or Bradley?
Dwayne.
Well, who's Bradley then?
Same guy.
Why has he got 2 names?
Nickname.
What was the end result, Justin?
The end result was, again, mayhem. I received a phone call, and let's just say I can't broadcast anything that happened in that phone call. He was a furious man, but as I explained to him, it was revenge. Let's leave it there.
And do you still speak to Bradley?
Every now and again, yeah. And the conversation about the boots still comes up, yeah.
Wowzers. Terrifying stuff. Very dark side to you, Justin.
Well, don't mess.
What a day we had Friday. What a day is some of it. Probably.
Black slacks, make good daddy-o. When I put them on, I'm raring to go. When I put them on, I'm raring to go. When I put them on, I'm raring to go. Black slacks, black slacks, black slacks, black slacks.
There's not enough songs that have...
Rick Petit's got one.
Rick Petit, you're right, it does. Some kind of sort of reggae, skank songs. 08459 455 555. Songs that have...
There's another one.
Doesn't
the one that Kylie Minogue did.
Which one?
Give me just a
little more time. Yeah. Doesn't Bad Manners have one? Bust the Blood Vessel, probably.
Probably. You know what he was like.
OK, here we go. We'll do 2 things. Songs that have and fat singers.
OK.
Mama Cass.
Demis Roussos.
Adele. I've got another one.
Pavarotti.
Yes.
The High Numbers. You're out of the game now, and that was between me and Kels until someone drops out. The High Numbers.
Rick Waller.
Oh.
Michelle McManus.
Oh. No, I'm done.
Back to you, Catherine. I've survived 2 rounds so far.
Good for you.
Barry White.
Oh, David Crosby.
Both of Odyssey.
Oh, I'm out. Between you two.
Okay. Louis Armstrong.
He wasn't fat.
Well, you know, he's quite large.
We're not playing quite large singers. I'm sorry.
Here we go. Biggie, smalls.
Oh, good one.
Catherine's the undisputed champion. She didn't get the most wins, but she was the last man standing.
It's all about strategy.
08459 455 555.
Oh.
She had to go and ruin it, didn't she?
She always does.
I was expecting a swear in my ear. We often do that.
You'll get one in a moment.
We often do that when we criticise Kelly, just as we've turned her microphone down. Oh, I'm feeling warmed up. I am feeling warmed up, which makes me think. Hang on a second. I'm ready. I'm ready for it. Hang on. Nobody go anywhere.
Okay.
Nobody go anywhere. Today could be the day, Justin.
Come on.
Hang on a second. Where is he?
You are vibed up this morning,
mate.
here
we go. Right. I think today's the day. Excuse me. Started too high. Started too high, Justin. Started too high.
Shame.
Sorry?
Shame.
I started too high. Well, try again on Monday.
Okay.
I started too high, Catherine.
You did. I could
Is
tell
that
it was
17 seconds? That day. I'm out.
can't keep up with Withers.
I cannot hold it in front of Withers. It withers.
It's a bit like building up for a London Marathon. You've got to take each day as it comes. You've got to build up to that big moment of beating Withers.
And I'm not sure it's right unless you're on exactly the same note as he is.
Oh, no,
it's not a fair race.
No, exactly. He's cheating. Justin.
Yes.
You don't like a lot of animals. Let's go through the list of animals and creatures you dislike.
Let me stop you there. I love animals. I just don't like arrogant animals.
Doesn't like their attitude.
Let's hear the list of the arrogant animals according to Dealey. No, so you're Noah. The animals are coming on 2 by 2. You've got the Dealey guest list.
Yep.
Tell us which ones you'd let in and which ones you'd say, I'm sorry, you're too arrogant, you're not coming on my ark.
OK, to give you some recent examples, I would certainly put a Black Panther on that list. The thing about Black Panthers, and I've said this before, I'll say it openly on air this morning, they think they're it, but they've got nothing to back it up. Compare a panther to a tiger.
Yeah.
A tiger is out there, he's attractive, he's handsome, but he wants to be seen. A panther seems to think they've got everything, so why go and hide?
We finish at 9, Justin.
Yep.
So is the panther getting on the ark or not?
No.
OK.
What if you just had a word with him about his, attitude and the way he carries himself? Could he be redeemed?
You can't change history.
Why don't you let the panther... Yeah. He's right. Well... Imagine Daly with a time machine. Why don't you let the panther on?
Yep.
If he becomes arrogant, you toss him off.
No, it doesn't work like that. You've got to look at it over centuries. They've always behaved like this. They're never going to change.
OK, so the panther's not on. Which other creatures wouldn't get on?
I'll give you an example of one more. A monkey. A monkey wouldn't get on.
Come on! Everyone loves a monkey.
No, I'll tell you what. I'll give you an example. I took my girlfriend to London Zoo at the weekend, and a monkey had the arrogance and audacity to bite her finger.
Wow. She might have monkey rabies.
She offered the digit, though, if I recall.
No, she was posing for a photograph. Next thing you know, a monkey comes across. I think, oh, that's a finger. I think I'll take a bite. No, you won't, son. Clear off.
Has she developed any monkey-like powers? Because, was it a radioactive monkey? Because this is how these things start.
It was a cheeky monkey, that's all I know.
OK. What about dolphins?
It depends where they're from.
You've changed your tune.
Oh, right. So it's all about the provenance.
Yeah,
a bit racist, that, mate.
No, not
You're
at
like
all.
the Nigel Farage of the animal judgment world.
I've come into contact with dolphins before in Portugal.
You like dolphins, you wouldn't want one living near you?
Yeah, that's true.
OK. Justin.
Yes?
Arrogant animals and places.
I love my job. I've been on the streets this morning getting people's answers. Just take a listen to this.
Taking it to the streets with J-Dog.
Name me an arrogant animal.
Lion. Lion is eating the animal also.
Top of the chain. Think they're it?
Yeah.
Shih Tzu dogs.
Shih Tzu dogs? Well, why do you think Shih Tzus are arrogant?
My missus has got one, and it's a nightmare.
Just goes around thinking he can do what he wants, just pure arrogance.
Yeah, that's it, yeah.
Let's get the Romanian perspective. Sir, this morning we're talking about arrogant animals. Name me an arrogant animal.
Tigers.
Tigers?
Yes.
Why are they arrogant?
They're arrogant because they're very angry.
Where's the most arrogant place you've been to, sir?
Paris. Soho.
Paris or Soho?
Yeah.
OK, talk to me about Paris first of all, very, very briefly. Why is it so arrogant? What is it about that place which just smells of arrogance?
It's the way people walk around with a chip on their shoulder.
Cats. They're independent. They think they're it. You can't make a friend of a cat.
Yeah.
A cat is a loner.
Where's the most arrogant place you've been to? A lot of people saying Paris this morning.
London. Okay. I've been all over the world, and I would say London.
What makes London so bad for arrogance?
Because they think they're it, and they're not. They're far from it. They're way down the table of whatever it is, but they think they're so good.
Paul, again, you're going to go for cats. Well, why are cats so arrogant?
The shape and they have an attitude.
So the all-round shape and the attitude. That's great stuff. Thanks for your time.
You're welcome.
Oh, tiger.
Explain your reason.
Well, some of them can be arrogant, especially cats and dogs. I mean, pit bulls are the worst ones.
Hang on a second. Well, we've gone from tigers to cats and dogs. We're looking for your number one arrogant animal.
Oh, yeah, tiger.
The shape of cats makes them arrogant. That was genius or insanity. I don't know.
Do you know what? The streets, they are just lined with gold.
I didn't know much about Frank Sinatra Jr. until the other week. Did you know he was kidnapped in 1964?
No.
He was kidnapped in
1964?
Or 65.
Or 65.
And do you know who was questioned about the kidnapping?
John Belushi.
Dean from Jan and Dean. He'd helped the kidnappers without realising he'd helped the kidnappers, and he'd got some of the money.
I've done that. Not kidnappers,
what?
But a mob.
Ever helped a criminal
Yes.
without realising it? I'm talking to the listener.
I have, yeah.
But I'm talking to the listener. Have you ever helped a criminal without realising it?
No.
So, no. I'm looking... No, I'm not looking at you. I'm certainly not looking at you. I'm looking directly ahead. Have you, dear listener, and I'm pointing at you, ever helped a criminal unwittingly and had to pay the consequences, the price?
I haven't.
I'm really not asking either of you to.
Because you know
two
I
aren't
did.
here.
Oh! Justin, we're going to be talking this morning. Have you ever accidentally or without your knowledge helped a criminal?
Mm-hmm. I have.
I really know you have, Catherine.
Kelly.
If we have time...
I know.
For goodness sakes. If we have time, we'll get your stories or otherwise later. Justin, you ever helped a criminal, mate?
No, I haven't.
No, not... It's
I have.
Justin.
Have a care.
I'll speak to you later, Just.
Yeah, cheers.
Morning, Gatford.
Morning, boss. How's it going?
It's going very, very well. Can you tell by listening to the broadcast on the wireless this morning that I've got a headache and I feel nauseous? Can you tell that?
You pretty much feel ill every day, don't you?
That's rude.
Well, but it's pretty much true.
Yeah,
no,
it's absolutely true.
Don't join in. How's
that hypochondria going?
Oh, I think it's going to kill me.
Well, don't do that.
Gatford, that's rude, mate.
Well, yeah, but then if you do that, then they've got to rename the whole show. Think of others for once.
Yeah, you're right, actually. They're very selfish of me. What do you want, you plum?
I've got two of your topics.
Oh.
Double shot Friday.
Double shot Friday. We're calling it Double Shot Friday, guys.
Yep.
Are they? You say you've got two of the topics. Is what you're going to say actually interesting? Because with the greatest of respect, Gatford, it's quite often. I was going through my files yesterday of all the. I keep records of everybody who's phoned me over the last 10 years in this crazy business we call show, and you generally score 2 stars.
Well, I'm hoping that on Double Shot Friday I can exceed
out of 50.
50.
Yeah, 2 out of 50.
The odds are not in my favour, but maybe I can hit one of them and then the other one maybe.
All right, fella, we'll start off with your best one.
Start with the best one. Well, I've assisted a criminal unknowingly.
Okay.
I was in a popular sandwich shop, and
was it Subway?
No.
Was it Pret?
No.
Was it Gary Glitter's sandwich shop that he used to own in Leicester Square? True fact. True fact.
Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah, true fact.
Should I say what it was or not?
It depends.
I want to know now. Greg's.
It was Greg's.
Greg's isn't a sandwich
It's a
shop.
baker's, love. It's a baker's.
What is it? It's not a sandwich shop.
Baker's.
No, it's a baker's. They sell Greg's dummies.
Oh, fair enough. Okay.
Sausage rolls.
A popular baker's.
Yeah, Greg's.
Yeah.
When did they start? When did they introduce seated areas in Greggs? That
I know,
really
well,
is
that's
for
weird, isn't it?
Well, yeah. That's for the extremely
but
lazy.
you know that how the layout of a Greggs is that the sandwiches are outside of the counter.
Oh, mate, would you get to the point, please?
Okay. Basically, a gentleman walked in and he said, "Oh, you're quite tall. Could you hand me that sandwich from the top shelf?"
You're not tall.
I am. I'm 6'3".
That's widthways.
Oh.
Upwards. Now he's being rude. And I passed him the sandwich, thinking he's then going to walk to the front and pay for the sandwich, and he walked out the shop.
Hey, that is brazen sandwich thievery. Brazen.
Just brazen. And I can't remember what the sandwich was, whether it was particularly good or, whatever, but it was on a high shelf.
I tell you what I don't get, right?
Yeah.
I don't get egg sandwiches. Fried egg sandwich, an egg banjo, beautiful, I'm in. But the other type of egg, the boiled egg and egg mayonnaise, no, disgusting.
Bit of egg and cress is quite nice.
No,
though.
it's not, mate.
I quite like it if I've just made it, but I don't like it when it's been sitting there.
No, it's disgusting. It is disgusting.
I don't like fancy sandwiches. I like plain sandwiches. I don't like things that have got, like, sauces and salad in them.
Would you consider a cheese and mayo sandwich fancy?
No, of course not.
But would you prefer a cheese slice on cheap white bread?
Yeah.
Of course I
Or a bit of ham without any mustard or anything like that.
Hang on a minute, guys. Sorry, let me just check. Yeah, we're doing What's Your Favourite Sandwich. Time to move on to point 2, Gary.
Point 2.
We've actually got a counsellor, proper important person to talk to, and we're keeping him waiting because of you.
Well, what can I say? The second one is cover versions.
You could say a good story. Yes, cover versions that are better than the originals.
Strawberry Fields Forever by Candy Flip.
Oh, goodbye. I'm feeling lacklustre today, so if you want to add anything, get a haircut. It's stressing me out. If midday, so I'm feeling a bit anxious about it.
Why?
Oh,
Do you get scared about haircuts?
Yes, I do, mate.
You're going for something radical.
I get scared about the conversation.
Are you scared they're going to accidentally cut your eye out?
No.
Oh.
No, I was going to go short and choppy. Short and choppy, please, Joe. It's the conversazione that is...
Should do your nose.
I do need to get my nose done. I have noticed a protrusion of nasal hair, but not just nasal hair, white nasal hair. Ooh. And so I'm plucking that out. I was driving along, I remember this vividly. I was driving on the M40, coming back from Birmingham the other day, and I spent most of that journey, it's a 2.5-hour drive now, that I always followed the speed limit. It's a 2.5-hour journey. I spent most of that journey thinking I might actually buy myself nasal hair trimmers.
Yeah. Get one with an ear attachment.
Why?
As well.
Would you want to borrow it?
Nope.
I'll get one with a bum attachment. You can borrow that.
Am I supposed to keep this in the podcast? It's really, really boring.
Oh, you'll know one day.
Thanks for listening to this download from BBC Three Counties Radio, your local radio station for beds, hearts and
kind
on FM, AM, digital radio and online at bbc.co.uk/3counties.